Hello! Welcome back to Kirby Does Things. And the thing we shall do this time is fight a boss. And here we go. Waddley gives us a little bit of a stronger healing item for this. I'm not sure we'll need it, but that's fine, that's nice of him. Ah, now this! We have like a selection of abilities we can use to fight the boss that they're just sort of letting us have. But I think we're going to stick with Beam, because Beam's one of my favourites. And we haven't really had a chance to show it off. Let's see, what does it say? This ability gives you control of electricity itself! It looks simple, but science cannot yet explain how it works. That doesn't really tell you much about what it can do, really, just that it's magic. But that's fine. You got a little Beam Whip here. That was its standard ability for a long time, and it kinda sucks. However, you got a lot more stuff to play around with in more recent games, including this Beam Avalanche, this Beam Charge 'em Up-a Boy. It's a sort of ranged magic ability with a lot of things you can do. It can do mid-range, you can do close range, you can just sort of zap people. I like it a lot. I like playing around with it. And I shall try and demonstrate its abilities here. Against that robot tree that we saw that one time. This is kind of a running gag in Kirby, is that the early boss is usually some sort of Whispy Woods related creature. Like, it's just sort of like it started off in that way in the game, in the first games. And it's just sort of weirdly kept around. Ah! But always with like little alterations to exactly how it works. Alright, you just get rid of those balls. And also, little handy dandy tip. If I may, let's get a good moment to do this. Or I can just do it now. I can do it anytime. Whenever you're fighting a boss, it's always handy to pause and check out what it has to say about it, because quite often it has interesting stuff. Whispy Woods has been mechanized and modified to run around freely using drills as legs. It's also been outfitted by a giant, powerful screw. Okay, that's weird. I didn't actually know that. Having said this, I haven't actually checked. This is Whispy Woods? Like, Whispy Woods, like, the guy. I thought it was just a robot, but okay, what, did they literally just pull Whispy Woods out of the ground and shove him in a metal case? That's actually kind of horrible. I thought it was just a robot based on Mr. Woods. Really? Whispy! Whispy, you in there? My dude! Oh no! You see, it's stuff like that. I didn't know that. Kirby is kind of a simple game, but it keeps most of its lore relegated to pause menus and background events and context clues. So it's always fun to just take a look at. He's gonna run around. You're facing the wrong way. However, I do get the chance to do this. I have a little grab attack. It's not very good range, but that's fine. It's good against standard enemies, definitely. This is my favorite move by far. Can we outrun this boy? Alright, now turn around. Whack him. Is he done yet? Okay, there we go. And what's he got now? Old mini screws and drills. That's fine, they're not a problem, we can deal with them. Whoa! This is slightly... I think if you do enough damage to them, you can whack them back at him, but it's a little difficult with this ability. He's now attacking from above, which is not great, because I don't have many attacks that cover me from above. Idiot. Hey, I can show off my grab a little bit. I just sort of stayed stunned for a long time there. Now what you gonna do? Oh, it's that move again. Ah! Hang on a minute, let's see if I can... Pow! Yes! Ah! When in the pinch, you can always just shoot your ability back at the guy, if you want. And we're done. We won the thing, and we're good, and that's level 1 done. Is it World 1? Level 1? Area 1? Who cares? We did it! We did the do. That guy's leg got messed up, but that's fine. We got a little bit more to do. And we've unlocked number 2, Resolution Road. I don't know what we're resolving to do, frankly. I'm resolving to go back this way, actually. You've destroyed the enemy base and unlocked the path to the next area. You did it. Now I'm going back this way. You can just do it like that. Like they're all like connected like that. And Area 6X. This is the sort of extra special bonus level where they put all the stuff that they kind of didn't have a place for in a regular level. Like all the ideas they kind of wanted to use, or maybe just like a mix of assets from basically all of the places from Area 1, sort of like a compilation. And they usually always have really fun music as like a remix. This is unfortunate because you know how I said, oh yeah, no, they're doing things that they just didn't have room for in the other levels. I guess some guy had a lot of puzzles planned for these weird bombs and how you would unlock things like that, and just was like, hey, we'll chuck them all in here. Which has the unfortunate, whoops, sorry, I forgot. Which has the unfortunate side effect of meaning that I have to show off Bomb Robot before Bomb Kirby. But just, you know, just know that there's a Bomb Kirby out there, there's a Bomb Robot out there, which is probably a surprise to no one. The puzzles for this are really good, though, I'll tell you what. They're kind of like little like marble runs, or there's little like machines that like just like things move around them. Like there's like, I don't know, not really, you know what I mean. You just shoot little bomb boys. However, that is not how bombs work with Bomb Kirby. These are unique to the Bomb Robot. There we go. That's the solution to that puzzle, is to shoot a bomb and then another bomb. Rare keychain. Whack this boy open. Whack the other boy open, if I may, please. Thank you. There we go. Now then. Time for something completely different. Here's kind of an incongruous mix of all, like, different ideas. And this is marvelous. This is Mirror Kirby. A really fun ability that's been missing in action for, like, since Kirby Superstar. Well, Superstar Ultra, really. Its gimmick is that it's about mirrors. It can, like, reflect things as its main gimmick. Which is a lot of fun, I'll be perfectly honest, especially with the new dimensions where you can send things flying back into the background. Make, like, mirror doubles of yourself. And this is a new power that it didn't have before. Just tons of mirror selves, all shooting off at once. I am very glad to see this back. There are lots of abilities got introduced in Kirby Superstar, but quite a few of them didn't actually appear anywhere else, which is kind of a shame, because a lot of them are really cool. Mirror being one of them. Speaking of Superstar, like, it's kind of like the dad of Kirby as we know it. It's kind of like the old grandpa, like the Super Mario world, wherein a lot of the rules that now govern new Kirby were established in Kirby Superstar first. Particularly with how the abilities worked. Like beforehand, they were like a lot more simple. Like the Fire Kirby was just the Fire Breath, the Cutter Kirby was just the Cutter. I'm gonna suck this boy up. Stone! But nowadays, thanks to Kirby Superstar, they're a lot more complicated. They have a much more options they can do. They can hold their own in a fight. Quite often they were literally just used for one thing. But nah, they're all a little bit more fun now. This is Stone Kirby. I should have mentioned him. There's too much to talk about. I should slow down. Stone Kirby, wherein you turn into a stone. You might recognize such a thing from Kirby... No, not Kirby. From Smash Bros. Smash Bros is where it's from. Let's think about this for a second. Wherein you turn into a little rock. And the sort of rock you turn into varies. Oh, also, there's a little path back here. Cool. Slide down slopes. You can just you jump to crush people. Stone is a favourite of mine too. It's become a little, again, that's become a little more complicated recently too, but that was more Return to Dreamland that did that. When you can make your stone supermassive, or you can just whack people with a rock fist, which is a favourite of mine. Yeah, stone is simple, but I like it a lot. It's very good for like combining offense and also defense. As when you're in rock form, you're not very easy to hurt. Not many things can damage you at all, which is great. You can't move, but you can't be hurt, so just wait until the thing that's hurting you moves and you'll be alright. Unless it's spikes or Gordos, they're probably not going to move enough for you to get away from getting hurt. I'll probably have to demonstrate stone somewhere else, but this is not really a good place to do that. You right there? He's going really fast. Alright, whatever, we're out of here. Pardon me, sir. Dude! Yeah, okay. Rock Fist isn't so good. You might as well just do that. There's a little dash attack you can do with your rock. I think I might just keep the rock? No, do I want to show off Mirror some more, or do I want to show off Stone some more? I feel like Mirror. Mirror. I'll show off Stone a little bit some more, I think. But, like, this is probably a good time to show off Mirror, because it's, like, new and interesting, and I got really excited by it, and I think there's a boss coming up. I mean, if the Waddle Dee giving you things is any indication, that's usually when you can tell there's a boss happening. Ah, okay, actually, this might not have been so smart. I think Stone might have been smarter, actually, because you can't block everything with Mirror. Like, I couldn't have blocked those big cutter projectiles. They're too big. No, wait, they're not too big. Really? I can block those and send them back? Oh, in that case, that's... I don't know what I'm talking about. However, you can't do it in the air. That's fine. This is Kibble Blade 2.0, a slightly tougher version than you would otherwise find. Which is fine. It's kind of like... That's how these X stages work, is there's usually a slightly tougher mini-boss than you would find at the end of it. Sometimes with environmental hazards, like this wind that's pushing me around. I want to reflect. There we go. It's not really doing much. But that's fine. We have enough firepower to deal with this just fine. There we go. Mirror did the job. Mirror is surprisingly close range for such a sort of magic-themed ability. But that's fine. And that is the only code cube of the entire stage. And that is the end. We shall get through the... Yeah, we go. Alright, let's try not to think too hard about this, shall we? Hey! I don't understand. It's fine. Mirror's looking really cool. Like, it didn't used to look like this. It used to be sort of like a recolor beam. But no, it's got some, like, interesting bells and whistles upon it. Guarding Kirby. And the rare one is Taranza from Triple Deluxe. He was a character from the last game. And what do we got? And that's a ball. The Kirby ball. And Robobot. Oh dear, pardon me. Robobot armor gear. That's everything. There's more. Okay, cool. From Kirby Dreamland. I'm afraid that was a little bit before my time. Koo and Rick and Tyne and the like. These weird, like, friendos from earlier games that I think helped Kirby do things. Maybe he didn't have the copy abilities back then? But that doesn't seem right. I don't really know when copy abilities started becoming a thing. I should probably look into it. Because, like, as far as I'm concerned, it's always been this way, but I think copy abilities were introduced a little while, like, after the first Kirby game, wherein he just sort of sucked things up and shot them back. That doesn't matter. Next time, we shall be going into Resolution Road, which is maybe my favorite area in the entire game as far as just concentration of cool things and good music and stuff. So yeah, no, the next few episodes are going to be good.